Alright you guys, welcome back to another video. As you guys know, we love doing some home DIY. So this weekend we're about to tackle a new project. This is actually going to be for a UGC collaboration. So super excited. So we are in the get the wall ready stage. What we're going to be doing is some white wood shiplap. So it's going to be covering this whole wall. But before we get started, you got to prep the area first. So one of the first things we're going to do is remove all the paintings from the wall. I am going to be removing any type of like screws or any type of pins that are in the wall. And then we are going to get our stud finder and we are going to measure the studs. So typically your studs, I believe, are about 16 inches apart. A couple other things that we are going to be doing is reframing the door. I know once I start this, I'm definitely going to want to paint the door because our dog likes to open the door herself, so she's been peeling off the paint. I also want to get some more modern baseboards, so I think we're going to go with the, I don't even know how big they are, maybe 3 to 4 inches, but really excited to see what this makeover looks like. Right now, just transferring everything to a different room so we can get started, so stay tuned. Alright, so we got the DIY project, but one thing I'll say is always be organized. It makes it a lot easier. So clean first. So we came out to the shed. We have been doing a lot of projects, so sometimes it's just easier to just throw everything in there. And so when we came to look for a couple tools today, they're kind of all over the house. So we're just doing a little clean, organized. We did put some labels, which is going to make it so much easier to find this stuff. So stay tuned. So just pulled the baseboard off. So excited. So now we got to talk about this door frame.
Alright, so we took down this door frame. We're going to do a little cleaning. Right now what I'm doing is pulling out the nail that was left over from the previous door frame. You got your safety glasses on?
Always gotta have glasses because you just never know when something's gonna fly up, especially when cutting metal. All right, let's vacuum. I like to clean as I go. I'm doing a video transition. This is gonna be my third hook, so I'm gonna provide 3 hooks for the brand that I'm doing this UGC collab for. So I kind of just have to get it done before the project's on. So what I'm gonna be doing is throwing the Instagram onto the wall, and then I'm going to be swiping, and then I'm gonna tap it, and then you can watch for the next thing.
Oh wait, how do people find you, pull up your content?
Creativelybyrach.com. That's my portfolio.
I got a couple tools in hand. I got the brad nailer. I have 2 clamps. I have a level, and I also have the charger for the Ryobi brad nailer. Here's a quick tip, something that I always forget. Make sure you recharge your batteries for your power tools, because you would hate for the battery to die in the middle of the job. I have tape measure also, and then a pair of gloves. Alright guys, so we're going to go with this trim around the door trim. It's the same one that we have on this black door, the French doors. But we put a couple clamps here just so we can get an idea of, you know, how the trim is going to look. We'll most likely use this scrap piece for the top. It'll look good. And then we'll have to do this door, and then this door that separates the family room from the den/office. By the way, we're about to measure all the studs across, and we'll mark them with a pencil, and then we'll be ready to stage the shiplap.
created lines on the wall. This is just gonna help us know where all the studs are. We kind of just, I think once we start, we want to just knock it out. I'm actually curious to see how long this will take us. We'll put a timer on, but we are going to have to do a little bit of cutting.
Thanks.
All right, so let's go check out the planks. All right, so here are the planks. It comes with 6 per box. And we have 5 boxes, so a really nice shiplap. It's gonna look so good. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, so it is cut number 1, table saw to make my first cut. This is my first time ever using this machine. I think one thing that's slowing us down, because we are doing this for a brand, we have to record everything. So we have a time lapse going, we got another phone going, we got 3 phones going, 1 for YouTube, 1 for the brand, 2 for the brand. So anyways, this is just getting the cuts. So you obviously are going to stagger the cuts. So I have been learning how to use this, and it is fun. I'm actually really enjoying doing this. Just getting these last few cuts. Although it's been a fast project, I think we're at about 2 hours maybe. We've been breaking and doing other things, but I think if we were to just knock it out, we would have already been done.
Got it, right? Yes.
Back, it is day 2. So we pretty much finished the wall. We ran into a little bit of a hiccup yesterday. So as you guys know, our house was built in 1950s, or those that have older homes, sometimes things aren't even. So the wall is definitely not flat. It is not flat across. So at the top, we had measured, we're going to have to cut the board in half. So at some points it was like 4 5/8, and then other parts it was 4 1/2. It was causing a little bit of a gap, and then we were just tired. We went for about 3 hours straight yesterday, but it looks absolutely amazing. So today we're about to just go cut, get the top pieces up, and then we're going to head to Home Depot and we are going to get some new baseboard.
All right, guys, I just cut the second to last shiplap. It was hard because my blade is dull, so it was a lot of work. And now what I got is, like Rach mentioned right before, the walls aren't plumb, they're a little uneven, so I'm gonna take the sander and go over a couple of these high spots, go ahead and try to knock those down with the sander, because it's just like minor adjustments to get it square within the wall. All right, so stay tuned.
Welcome back. Definitely at the part of the project where you ask yourself, why do I do DIY? But we're so close. We have one more piece. And then I think what's kind of slowing us down is that we have the table saw, which you can do a lot of cut. I think you can actually turn it, can't you? Anyways, we're on the last bit, so I'm just creating this last line. We're gonna do one last cut, put this piece in, and then we're on a roll. So we can, this is primed shiplap, so we could paint it if we want. I think we'll just stick with it for weight for now. Next up, we gotta run to Home Depot, get the door casing, and then the baseboard, and then we're done. Can't even kill a fly. Got away. You gotta get you one of these zappers, it looks so good.
All right, so we're finished the shiplap. This was a lot of work, you guys. By the way, guys, get you a zapper, a fly zapper. Atari's right here. All right, so we finished the shiplap. It's brought the wall out about 1/4 of an inch. And now what we're gonna do is use these spacers to push the outlet flush with the shiplap. So we use these spacers. These could be found at Home Depot. less than $10. And we'll put them on the inside of the screw, and then what that'll do is make the outlet flush with the shiplap, and then it'll have a nice clean finish once we put the outlet cover on.
Okay, quick update. We are headed to Home Depot. So we got the last 2 pieces of the shiplap up. It is primed, as we mentioned, so we will eventually paint it. But for now, we're just moving on with the progress. So we're heading to Home Depot. I'm gonna get a paint roller because I'm gonna paint the door. And we are gonna get the baseboard. So we have about 42 feet of baseboard. So we got the van.
42 feet?
42 feet.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you made it seem like it was a lot. Now you got me questioning my measurements, but I'm pretty sure I added it all up. So we need 42 feet of baseboards. We're gonna do the door trim and that, the baseboards. We gotta get caulk.
What's the next project?
Next project, we have our backyard. So I'm really excited because I have actually been pitching to Pergola. We're gonna do a whole back. We have to do the fence. We got a big project back there. We gotta level it. We gotta do all of that. But I've been pitching to Pergola Brands, and today one of my girlfriends told me she just got a collab. So she might have dropped me an email, but I'm gonna reach out to them. And then I'm already in talks with this brand that I'm working with right now about doing another project. So I don't know what that project would be. I haven't even got that far. So sometimes I get paid to do collabs. Sometimes I'll do gifted in exchange. So for this one that I just did, we were actually paid to do the content and got the product. Oh, and I have a rug collab. The order is on the way. So that's going to complete the look of the office for me, minus the floors, but. Ooh, it's bright. Got that van. I love this section. Alright, so we already have these. So what I'm actually looking for is which one I'll put on it. I measured it before we came, and it was about 3/8. The lady at Home Depot, she offered us to come test our water, and it really distracted me. I don't know why we started answering questions, but we did. And I only have a few minutes. I gotta take our son somewhere, all Sheens. Alright, so I'm getting some rollers to do the door. We already have a big roller, so that will do the walls. Get some marshmallow paint. We're getting caulk, and we're also getting the baseboard. So come with us. Alright, so we're in the paint. We want this green one. Paint, have them create a paint portfolio for you, so every time you come in, you know exactly what paint you got. Alright, so we are on our way home, but we got all of our stuff, so I can't wait to show you guys the finished product. By the way, if you are a veteran, take advantage of the military discount at Home Depot and Lowe's. Decided to paint it because I'm going to be painting the wall anyways, so just thought why not. We're here, we'll get it done. So I am going with a marshmallow paint. These were again primed shiplap, so I don't think we necessarily had to paint it, but I think it's going to look really good just being painted. So. Okay, so I'm going to do it right the first time, but because the wall is not even, some of them were sticking out. And I just couldn't do it.
Alright, so I'm on the last portion of caulking. You can see right here, I've done the whole wall. It's nice and flush. Rachel's doing her painting down below. So yeah, I'm going to put a bead of caulk from here to here. And that's going to finish up just, you know, the fine tuning of this job. All right, you guys, we are back. What we're doing today is installing the trim on the door. We decided to go with this trim right here. This one is just primed. It's I think $1.90, $1.24 per linear foot. It's square on one side and has like a round bevel on the other side, but we're going to be installing this one around the door frame.
All right, you guys, it is day 3. I think it's going to be our final day, so a little update. We have painted pretty much the whole entire room, went from Swiss coffee to marshmallow. It is a bare paint color. It's a really nice white, but we have painted the shiplap. Now we are on the baseboards, so getting those painted and then also cut to the right lengths. And then we also are framing the door. So final touches for today. Sometimes this takes most of the work because it's now the details, but really loving how the room looks. So we'll do a full makeover and we'll show you guys how it looks. So we just made a small cut. I'm gonna get some glue. Look at that. Okay guys, that wraps up our project. We have a couple more little things to do, so just gonna do some updates. Want to get a new desk pad. I want to get an olive tree for that corner, but check it out. I'm so grateful we did the whole entire room. I love it. I'm not gonna add my computer back yet because I'm gonna touch up the door